What we do here is go back.
Hello, and welcome back to the Minecraft Survival Guide. This is episode 12, and we are jumping right in. If you've been on my Twitch stream, you will see that I have built a villager trading hall that will automatically house our villagers. Now, right now, we've got baby villagers coming from our villager breeder over here. So right now, I'm just waiting on them to come over here. I saw one fall into our trap. And then we'll see it come and hopefully get in here. We got a bubble column right there that we did last episode, and this is kind of where I left you guys last time, but this is brand new. Now when this villager gets in here, which it should turn around, it shouldn't just melt or drown. So it's going to go into a cell, and we're gonna double check that it works. Okay, well, it looks like it hopped out. Ah! What is up? What is up, baby villager? Why is this not working? Why don't you like this? Alright, so I still have a few bugs to work out, but as you can tell, this is our villager trading hall. Now, whenever the villagers, what should happen is they get dropped off, and then they are pushed and fall into these little cells that I'll be able to trade with them in. But obviously I have a bug and it's not working quite right. But I've got about 30, either 29 or 30 different spots that I can have villagers. So it's a pretty sizable amount. And in the center, which we'll probably do, hopefully at the end of this episode, is get a zombie and a zombie villager to hang out in the middle, so that I constantly get those good trades from the zombie villager discounts that's new to Minecraft. So yeah, a little bit of bugs to iron out. I'm going to go ahead and figure that out off camera, and then I'll come back to you guys. Okay, so I've tried several different things. Unfortunately, when they get in there, it's going to be really nice, but getting them in there is going to be really tough. So right now, when there are babies, okay, we got to get you. You're going to die. When they're babies, we have to, they're not going to go in the cell for some reason. I don't know exactly why, but for some reason it just does not work. Hopefully he doesn't start dying again. It just doesn't work for some reason. So we have to wait until they grow up, which takes about a full Minecraft day. And then what we'll do is we'll turn on these powered rails, boom, like that. And we'll push them, and they should work just fine. Okay, we got 3 now. In theory, this should work. So I'm gonna come back to you when they've grown up and when I'm gonna push them through. So we still had some complications. I'm kind of just making sure that they don't go further. I've had some accidentally move. I don't know why. So we've got these extra 2 just lined up here in case we have another one spawn. I'm gonna go back over to the villager breeder just to kind of check in on it and show you guys how it works. Basically, there are 8 beds over here with just 4 workstations. And so there should be just 4 adult villagers with some baby villagers in here. Like we see, we have 4 adult villagers, 2 fishermen, 2 farmers. And we're gonna have cats too, which is funny. And we just saw a baby fall in there. That's how we get them over to the other side. I think I saw a second baby. There it is. So I'm not sure if it just fell. Oh no, it just ran away. So what they do is there's trapdoors right there, so they think that it's a block they can walk on, but actually they just fall. So I'm gonna go back over there so we can watch that baby come up. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, it works. So, it looks like one of the baby villagers got out, which has been a problem I've been having. I don't know why. I don't know why they get out. I think they have to be adult villagers. And so we just got a baby kind of going around here. So, I'm gonna go ahead and keep working on this, waiting for hopefully this guy to become an adult villager, and then we'll take it from there. All right, so we now have an adult villager, and we're gonna see what happens. He's a fisherman. I don't know how he became a fisherman, but we're gonna see what happens. If he goes in, then this is the way we go. If he doesn't, then we're gonna have to think. Yeah, I don't know what keeps happening. He's getting like tripped up right here. He's not going in. I'm gonna see if I take out this glass, if that makes a difference, and then we'll try it again. So I'll be back. All right, well, I took out that glass, and I'm curious if it'll work with just a baby. So I'm gonna try it again with a baby villager, and if it works, then we know that that was our problem. If it doesn't work, then we try it again. We keep doing our best. Okay, if I can even get this baby to go. All right, we'll accelerate them. No, not that way. There we go. All right, let's see if this works. Moment of truth. No. Okay, the baby, it doesn't work. I'm not sure what's going on here. We're gonna wait for the next one to become an adult, and then we'll take it from there. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so after many different attempts, different strategies, it looks like I have disappointed myself. This villager trading hall is not going to work with that villager breeder. And since I know for sure that villager breeder works, and it works really well, you see that I've had a lot of babies come through here. I think I'm going to have to tear this down. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do in exchange, so I'm going to leave the villager breeder idea just for a little bit, and then I'm going to do it whenever I know how it's going to work and how it'll work well. So we're going to go ahead and move on to something else in this video so that it's not just one sad ending. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take this off whenever we're finished with the video so that we don't have to wait. I think what we're gonna do is just do a simple sheep like wool farm, and it'll have an automatic sorter with it. Just in the meantime, because I know I want to get that done soon because we need wool for different things. Because I want to go looking for netherite, and beds are a good way to do that. I'll need wool for that. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. I'll worry about tearing that down later, but I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. I am disappointed myself. So let's go ahead and get started on this. Where I want to put this, I decided that I didn't actually want to build another building for it. I don't think that it needs a building. I think it can look nice from the outside. So I'm gonna kind of curve it on one of these outside corners. So where you see a grass block is going to be where a sheep will be. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one's a little confusing, but this one is 5. That's where I was just testing some things. So we'll have to clear out some of these bushes, but I did 5 because I want 5 different colors of wool. And so our colors are gonna be white, since we already have white, and then we'll do red, blue, gray, and black. I wanted to do those because I feel like those are gonna be the best if I ever wanna use carpet. Those are good colors that I'd like to use. But then also for beds, I mean, those are fine colors. I didn't want to go with purple or anything like that because I didn't want it to stand out too much. So we're going to start with this a little bit. Each sheep is going to be 2 blocks up from the ground. So like it's going to be just like this, and we're going to clear out some of this. We're going to go 2 blocks up like so, and beneath it, after they are sheared, there's gonna be a mine cart that's following the same path. It's gonna go back and forth, and yeah, it'll be really nice. So yeah, we just get some. We have to make sure that they're dirt or they're grass blocks because the sheep need to feed on the grass, and so it'll be a little bit confusing. So I'm actually going to just mark them with 1 up. But yeah, the sheep feed on the grass, and so we have to make sure that they have grass to feed on. But yeah, we do this, and then around that, of course I go back in here, around that we get some glass to just kind of cage them in. And then we use a dispenser to put shears in. And this dispenser is actually going to take care of all the work for us. So we don't actually have to worry about too much when it comes to shearing the sheep. It's going to be completely automatic after it's built. They're going to be sheared and there's going to be a minecart collecting it all for us. So this is roughly how it's going to look. We'll clean it up a little bit, put some trapdoors on it to kind of hide some of this grass, and the glass will look really nice. But yeah, roughly we'll have a minecart running right underneath. We'll need to get rid of this minecart with a hopper in it, and then yeah, it'll run completely automatic. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the glass, and I'll come right back. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 blocks of glass straight up like so, but leave the front without glass because that's how I'm gonna get them in there. I actually don't need all of this. Eventually one side is going to be not glass. You know, I'll keep it for now, and we'll come back and silk touch that so we get it back. On the back there's gonna be a dispenser, but I'll just leave it for now so that we know. But yeah, we'll do this. We'll go all the way around like so, and then yeah, we'll get the sheep right afterwards. So just keep going with this all the way around. This is a really simple build, you guys. I think that this will be a nice uplifting taste to the end of the video, since we had that disappointing beginning with the villager breeder, or the villager trading hall, I should say, in the background. But we will not let that get us down. We will continue to build things. So I'm gonna go sleep and then we'll come back. All right, so before we continue, I went ahead and got all of my things that I needed, but I realized that this little pen that they're in is just too close. It's too close to what I'm trying to do, so I'm gonna put them on leads, and I'm actually gonna bring them and put them right over here, and then we'll start taking this down. Now I'm really excited about what's going on in this world, although I'm super disappointed in that trading hall. Eventually we will get something in there, and some kind of trading system in there so that we are able to trade with our villagers and get something like this. I guess this was just a little bit over ambitious for me right now, and so we're gonna do something that's gonna help us out but not be too ambitious. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go ahead and take out these grass blocks, just so that we don't have to worry about them too much. Boom. All right, so now we go beneath, directly beneath our track here, and I need to double check what it's gonna be exactly. I think it's gonna look something like this right here. I think this is our last spot. This is going to be our track for the minecart, and then somewhere in the middle, I'm not sure exactly where, or maybe at the end, maybe I'll just put it right here, or right here. I'll put a chest that it'll dump the minecart, or all the wool into. So we're gonna go ahead and get out our building blocks. Again, we're gonna use stone bricks. It won't look as bad because the stone bricks won't all be there. This one needs to be up just one because it's gonna be our ending block. Oh, let's not mess up there. But yeah, we just make this little pathway here. Now I think I actually might switch. I'm gonna switch this one right here. We're gonna go in, and then we're gonna just so that it stays along that path. And then we keep the pattern going. And on the end here, once again, we have just a spot that it'll bounce off of. So this is kind of our track here. We're going to put one powered rail here at the end, and then normal rails throughout the rest of the track. Now we may end up needing an extra powered rail somewhere in the middle, but thankfully I don't think that's going to be necessary. We'll need to put some levers right here so we can turn that powered rail on or off. And I guess it's also going to do that. I'm actually going to just keep it on, so we don't really need to turn it on per se. It'll stay on like that. And then we'll go ahead and just put the minecart with a hopper down on it, like this. All right, is it going to make it? Okay, it'll just be a little bit slow. Why don't we'll put one right in the middle. Oh, no, that's a little off. Yeah, we don't want it to be constantly, we can't do it right there. We don't want it constantly slowing down. That'll get really annoying really quick. We'll just put one right there to be safe. Maybe put two right here. Give it a little bit of extra juice. But yeah, we want to be extra safe. I'll need to get a redstone torch so I can put it right underneath here. But yeah, won't be a big deal whatsoever. We get that redstone torch, which I've already got cooked up in here. We don't have to worry about it at all. Once that's lit, that minecart should be just fine. It should rock and roll. Let's get that back in there. So, oh, I forgot to put that back. You guys are seeing the uncut version of my episodes. Let's try that one more time. Oh, let's make sure it's a minecart with a hopper. Boom, here we go. Just like that. So once we get the sheep in there, it's gonna be super simple. And yeah, I think it's gonna work really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and go get some wheat, and then we'll breed these sheep, and then make sure that we have enough to go up in here. All right, well, for some reason, I didn't get my last recording. I thought I pressed to start recording, but I don't think it actually worked. I didn't do very much. I just started the breeding process, which you guys have seen before on this channel. And I just put the dispensers in. And the dispensers, all that they're going to do is they're going to be like the key factor in making it an automatic farm besides these rails. They're going to hold shears inside. And when the sheep has wool that needs to be sheared, it will dispense and it will shear, and this minecart will pick it up and put it into a chest. So we got to keep waiting for these guys to grow up. We'll see if, I think they might be able to breed now. Yeah, they can breed again. So we'll have 4. And we'll just need to wait on a little bit more so that they grow up and we have 5. So I'll come back to you when we're ready. All right, so we have our 5 sheep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, like you see, I have a lead on one. I'm not gonna use the wheat because the lead will be just a lot. Both of you come out. We should unleash you. Come on. The lead just makes it so that I don't have to worry about all of them coming out. Then when they get out, we're gonna unleash them. Nope, don't hit them. We're gonna unleash them. Come on, follow me. Oh, I fed him. Here we go. We're gonna use this to get them into their spot. Oh, we're having some trouble here. Let's go ahead and see if I can get them. Come on up. We're having trouble. But essentially this is what you do. I'm gonna get them jumping up here into their spot, and then you wanna kinda get behind them, push them right in like this. And then when they're just like that, boom, we've got them trapped in there. Don't need to worry about it anymore. We're gonna leave the red one for last. So let's go ahead and make this, let's go black on this side. So we just have to use that black guy. Boom, we have a black sheep. Baba black sheep. All right, so 1 down, 4 to go. I'll need to come back in here and get into these dispensers. So why don't we just do that right now? The dispensers hold 9 slots. which will also hold, so it'll hold a shear in each one. So since we have 5, that means it'll hold 45 shears. So I won't be able to get them all right now. I just threw the iron on the ground. But I want to fill up every one just because I have the resources to. And so we're gonna go ahead and do that, especially with this first one. The sheep. Let's go inside. No. So yeah, we just put these in the dispenser, and the dispenser does all the magic. I don't have to worry about it at all. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll get back to the sheep. All right, so our dispensers are full of shears. As you can tell, we got full shears. Not have to worry about them for a while. Obviously, they will break eventually, but no worries. We're gonna go ahead and get our next sheep. And I think this is gonna be our gray sheep. Since we have black first, we'll do gray second. Let's go ahead and unleash you. Let's take the wheat. And this is where it gets just a little difficult because we've already built up kind of this. Come on, sheep. We've already built up kind of this wall, so it makes it tough for the sheep to come up. So we want to make sure that he can jump up on that grass block, just like that. If we can get him on the second one, just like this, I can at least get behind him. I don't want to push him off. Just like that. We want to push him, not off. Oh my goodness. We want him to figure out his way up here, and then push him off. So you guys get the idea. I'm gonna go ahead and cut away, and then come back when I've got all the sheep in there. All right, so we have all the sheep in there, and it looks great. We've got the red, white, and blue, and we've got black and gray as well. So I made a huge brain fart moment, and I forgot a few key components of redstone that shouldn't be too affected, but we're gonna have to kind of figure out exactly what's gonna happen here. So I may end up having to move these sheep out a little bit, which I'm not too happy about. But I need to grab some observers and some redstone dust. Not a huge deal, but it might be a difficult thing to do with how close we are to this wall. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those and then bring them back out. All right, so I totally forgot to show you guys exactly what I was doing, but essentially right behind, you can see that redstone right there. There is an observer that's observing the grass block, and then there's a piece of redstone right behind it that's telling the dispenser when that grass block changes, and when it changes, it'll update with it, so it'll tell the dispenser to dispense, and it'll shear them, and it'll all be good. So all that we need to do now is get the sheep back into this build. Now I had to take off one slab right there that I can see. I didn't get back to fix it, but I will in just a second. But yeah, we're gonna get the sheep back in here, and then I'll show you guys the progress after that. We finally got them all back in there, and you can tell that it's working because they have been sheared. And so right now the only thing that is left is we need to get this hopper in there so we can finally take this stuff. So minecart's gonna get mad. What we're going to do is we need to get down here. Go ahead and make sure we grab that wool too. We need to get down here, and we need to put in a double chest like this. Oof. We're gonna be able to do this. And then we need to put in a hopper like this. We gotta crouch, put in a hopper, and then let's make sure we get our rail back. Make sure we're crouched, and then that is it. So we make sure we recreate our minecart with a hopper, and it will start dropping things off. So far we've got 3 red wool, 1 black wool, blue wool, 5 gray wool, and the white sheep was the last one that I had put in. So I didn't think that we might have anything just yet. So, all right. Oh, we're having a problem because we need to get that in there. I'm glad I was able to troubleshoot. So let's go ahead and we are waiting for this one right here. So just a little bit of a change of course. And then that should be good. We should be getting the white now. All right, I actually picked it up. But that is it. So all that I want to do for the rest of this is I'm going to go ahead and grab some more bricks, some stone bricks. Need a little bit more than that. Yeah, we got plenty. And then just kind of hide what's going on under here. So I don't want to hide my chest. So we'll have to come up with a creative solution for that. But for the rest of it, we will just put these right along the front. And then right here as well. So, yeah, although it doesn't look the prettiest, we are now going to have some great loot. I might put in some upside down staircases right here just to kind of hide everything, because I won't be able to open this if we cover it up like that. But that is going to do it for our episode. So although it was a kind of disappointing episode, I do appreciate you guys sticking with me. We'll take that down and we'll get that all figured out another time. But for now, we are going to be happy with that wool farm. Got 5 sheep in there. So if you enjoyed the video, please like it. Comment what you enjoyed or what you want to see next video. In the meantime, if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. We have just hit over 60 subscribers, and I want to make sure that we get even more. At 100 subscribers, I'd like to do something special, but I need your guys' help to get there. For now, I'm going to be signing off. This has been Choir is Life. Thank you for the great episode. Bye.